Well, hello and how are you? Hey friends, it's me again, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you live right here in St. Charles, Missouri, home of Christmas traditions. Yes, November 27th through December 24th. Christmas traditions will run on Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Yes, take in the scent of roasting chestnuts. Capture in your mind a time in America when life was simpler and Christmas was elegant and magical. Welcome to a place where Christmas past and present become one. A place where storybook characters come to life before your very eyes. Yes, a place where the typical hustle and bustle of holiday season melts away and allows you to enjoy the Yuletide sights, sounds, and magic of yesterday. That's right. Hey, that being said, this here is blog number 283, I think. Hold on, let me make sure. Sorry, 286. All right, blog number 286. Okie dokie. Hey, I got some feedback vicariously through chain of people, conversations going on back and forth through different areas, that I should tell more stories and less chit chat and singing and stuff like that. So I'm not going to tell stories of other people's, such as Mark Twain's, because that thing yesterday was a big fiasco. Tried to do it, and it just didn't come through. I mean, it was just ridiculous. Anyway, hey. So, let me see. I know I've got some stories that I should be telling. Oh, let me see what I got. Whoa, where'd that go? It disappeared. I think I ended up sticking it in here. Hold on. Give me a second. So, alrighty. I think I've got one for you. Here we go. Way back a few years ago. I don't remember how long ago, but I was riding my RD350 to work one morning, and well, RD350 is a Yamaha. It's actually a street bike, and well, it was the first street bike I had ever owned, and I was riding it to work. Sorry about that. At the time, I was working at, hold on. Sorry about that. I just my throat was so clogged up I couldn't even talk. Anyway, I was a tire buster out there at Missouri Tire. Now, that there's been gone for a year or two. I think a few years now, but anyway, it used to be located on the service road between let's see, Highway 79 and O'Fallon. I think that's where it was. 79 and O'Fallon? Yes. Between Highway 79 and O'Fallon. Anyway, it was a tire shop, of course, Missouri Tire. And I used to be a pretty good tire buster myself. You know what a tire buster is, right? Sorry about that. Here goes the throat again. This ain't right. Can't hardly tell a story if you can't hardly speak. But anyway, what I was saying was, all right, give me a second. I got to clear my throat for you. All right. I think my little hangy down is getting clogged up. You know, my uvula. Yeah, that's the hangy down thing right back there in the throat, see? I ain't going to show you. I ain't going to show you my uvula. You wouldn't be able to see it anyway because my microphone just so happens to be right in the way. Anyway, what I was saying was I was on my way to work one day and I was headed down, what is it? Salt Lake Road. Yep, Salt Lake Road. That's if you go through Old Town St. Peter's and you cut a left right after you go across the railroad tracks. Well, that's Salt Lake Road. Well, I was headed down Salt Lake Road, headed for Highway 79, so I could hit 79 and then get on the service road there and run it on up towards O'Fallon so that I could get to work. Well, I was riding behind a motorcycle, which was cool because, you know, motorcycles look out for other motorcycles. They know the rules of the road, of course, don't they? You would think they would. Anyway, this feller in front of me, he decided that he was going to slow down. And so he's slowing down, so I decided I was going to pass him on the left. Well, I get ready to go past him, and all of a sudden, he's at a stop now, and he turns his left turn signal on to turn left. Now, any motorcycle rider knows that if you're going to turn left, you want them people behind you to know a mile in advance that you're planning on turning. Because, hey, you don't want to get hit in the back end by a car and or, in this case, a motorcycle. And he turned sideways right in front of me, broadsided, right in front of me. Well, within 100 yards of being in front of me. And I was moving on because I was kind of late for work. So I'm getting ready to pass him on the left anyway, and he turns flat in front of me, so I have to lay my bike down. Well, I throw it down on its side, and I pop myself up on top of it, and I'm sitting on top of it here as it's sliding, and I noticed that I'm going to hit the front of that guy's bike. Well, I decided that wouldn't be good for me to be on my bike as I go to hit his bike. So I just kind of slide off the back and kick my bike forward. Well, I noticed that I'm starting to go through jeans and starting to smell material as it's starting to cook. And well, I decided I better not stay on my butt very long or I'm going to be eating butt. I'm going to be eating meat. So I slammed my palms down behind me, and as I kick shot myself up into the air, I'm now in the air, so I start running. And so that way when I hit the ground, I will be running and I won't be falling. So I hit the ground running, and the front of my bike had hit, or the back wheel of my bike had hit what I thought was just the front of his bike, and it slid on past him. Well, I just ran right on past him too, and I went and grabbed my bike and set it up to see what kind of damage was done to it. Well, while I'm looking at my bike, he's talking about how sorry he is for turning in front of me, and I was like, yeah, I guess you should be. Don't you know that you should have that turn signal on quite a ways before you're ready to turn? Because, heck, you know, you didn't give me any chance. I didn't have a chance to go around. I was going around you. I didn't remember that this road was even here. What was the road name? Fox Run. Anyway, I didn't even know that. I didn't even remember that road was even there. So, Lone Wolf Road. Lone Wolf. Anyway, he's turning on the Lone Wolf. I'm running past him. And what had happened was my back wheel had hit the, he had a cast iron bar. Not a cast iron bar, but what is that stuff called? Rod iron bar through his exhaust system to prop his feet up on. And well, anyway, I'd hit that rod iron bar and knocked his exhaust loose. Well, he was going to fix. We combined together, decided we were going to fix that exhaust system together. And well, anyway, he went ahead and gave me a ride to work. So I propped my motorcycle up against a telephone pole, and I get a ride to work with him. And when I get to work, I realize that the palms of my hands are kind of road rashed. And so anyway, I go into work, and they're telling me, yeah, you can go on home. And I was like, go on home? No, I got to work. And they said, no, not with those hands. And I said, well, I'll put on some gloves. So I put on gloves, and I went ahead and worked that day. Busting tires with busted up hands ain't the easiest job in the world. But when you're work-minded like I am, you know, you got a job to do, so you do it. So anyway, I went ahead and finished my shift that day, and I called my dad because, well, I didn't have anything to get home on. And so I called my dad, and I told him to come up and pick me up in my pickup truck so that we could stop by and get my motorcycle. Yeah, it turned out what had happened to my bike was the gauges on the top had gotten broke, and one of my turn signals had gotten broke off of it. So we put her in the back of the truck, and I took her on home and bought me another one. Online, or not online, not back then online, but I bought me another one out of the paper that looked just like it. And well, I just took all the parts off of that one and put it on mine, or vice versa. One of them was running better than the other one, so I done it that way. Either way, my bike was back in running condition, and I was all it all looked good and everything. So I decided that I was going to take that bike on a trip over to Illinois. And I tell you what, Illinois was great because you didn't have to wear a helmet. And so I went across the Golden Eagle Ferry, and I get on the road over there, and I decide I'm going to head up Highway 3 up to Alton and then take that route back home. Well, I get over there, and I get on Highway 3, and I decide, hey, I'm going to pull my helmet off. That's the Great River Road to you and me. So anyway, I'm on the Great River Road, and I pull my helmet off because I just want to ride without my helmet to see what it's like. Well, this is a two-cycle motorcycle. And I don't know if you've ever heard a two-cycle motorcycle before, but this is a 350 street bike, two-cycle motorcycle, and I kick her up, and I'm doing about 55, 60 miles an hour, and that thing sounds like it's going to fly apart. And I'm not used to hearing that. So I put my helmet back on. I pulled back over on the side of the road, put my helmet back on, and decided that I wasn't going to be able to do that no more. So I put my helmet on, and I rode with my helmet, even in the great state of Illinois, where the helmet is not a necessity. Of course, you know, I wouldn't get caught dead riding without a helmet, even if it weren't a law, because I don't wear seat belts, but I will wear a helmet, because if I come unglued from a motorcycle, chances are you're going to hit your head. And if you hit your head with no protection, it ain't going to feel good. That's for sure. Anyway, hey, that's a story for you, and that's about my time. So Goodbye, my friends. Well, it's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends. Yes, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This is Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? You know, God loves you and so do I. So be blessed in Jesus' name and come back and see me tomorrow. I'll be here. I hope you are too.